In this video, I am going to explain you 5 ceremonies in Scrum. That all 5 ceremonies are very important in the Scrum, and first one is sprint planning meeting. What happened in sprint planning meeting? Team comes and team is preparing the sprint goal. Team is preparing the sprint goal. Team will take from product backlog the prioritize user story as high value, high risk, and give the story point. What is story point? Story point is effort required to complete the user story. Team is using different estimation technique. First one is ideal days, ideal hours. Second is affinity estimation, and third is Fibonacci series. So team will prepare the sprint backlog, and when team prepare the sprint backlog, if team says they will do the 15 story point in first sprint, and product owner says no, you will do the 20 story point, and Scrum Master will come and facilitate the session. Normally, we will do as team says, but we will do at the midpoint. And when sprint backlog is ready, we will submit to the client or product owner. They will approve, and then sprint will start. Normally, sprint is 1 to 4 week. Normally sprint is 1 to 4 week, but generally we are using 2 weeks in the IT sector. Then we'll go for daily stand up. What happened in daily stand up? What we have did yesterday. Second question, what we are going to do today. And third one is there any impediment, roadblock, issues, problems or risks are there we are going to face. Daily stand-up, Scrum Master and development team will attend the daily stand-up. If product owner will come, he will take approval and then he attend the daily stand-up. Daily stand-up only for 15 minutes. Daily stand-up only for 15 minutes. Scrum Master will try to close this meeting within 15 minutes and ask the question from each team member. If team member A or B having some problem, and they will discuss that problem after the completion of daily stand up in a follow-up meeting. And this meeting will arrange in the co-location. Normally we call war room, and in the war room information radiator are displayed, uh, Burndown chart, burn up chart, status board. Status board is showing to do in progress and completed user story. Or Kanban board is there also, which is showing the work in progress limit. And after that we will do the sprint review. What happened in sprint review? Team will check according to definition of done. Team will check according to definition of done which user stories has completed 100%. These user stories which are completed 100%, team will show to the client or product owner which stories have been completed 100% according to definition of done. And client will check according to acceptance criteria. Client have their own acceptance criteria. Definition of done is internal and acceptance criteria is external. Our definition of done is control quality, and acceptance criteria is more of a validate scope. And if client accepted the user story, then user story goes into the product increment, and later it will go into the release planning. If client will reject the user story, that user story will go to the product backlog. That user story will go back to the product backlog. If some user stories are not completed, that are also goes back to the product backlog. If client or product owner will add a new requirement, they will add at this stage new requirement. That this is the ideal time to add the new requirement at this stage. And then product owner will reprioritize the product backlog. Then product owner will reprioritize that product backlog, and we are also calling the grooming of product backlog or refinement of the product backlog. And then we will do the sprint retrospective, and sprint retrospective have 5 stages. First one is set the stage, second is gather data, third is decide what to do, and four third is generate insight, fourth is decide what to do, and fifth is close the retrospective and thanks for everyone. What happened in generate in set the stage? What happened in set the stage? Basically, we will set the tone in set the stage. We welcome the team and we say thanks for everyone. They did a good job. Basically, we are setting the tone in set the stage. And gather data. What happened in gather data? Basically, we are gathering the data during the entire sprint. We will set the timeline more of a ACP things, but I will try to explain you here according to timeline what happened in day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, like that. We gather the data according to that days, and then we will generate insight. What happened in generate insight? We are doing a root cause analysis in generate insight. For example, day 2 there was a problem. We will do root cause analysis of that problem. We are using a fishbone diagram or Ishikawa diagram. We will put the problem at the face, cause, effect. We will put here and we will get the root cause analysis, or we will use a 5 why diagram. Literally, we will ask 5 times why this happened, why this happened, why this happened, to get the root cause. What happened in root cause? We are going to bottom of the problem. We are going to the bottom of the problem. And why we are doing root cause? Because we don't want to get the same problem again in future. That's why we are doing root cause analysis. And then decide what to do. We will decide, we will get improve 10 to 15 improvement, but we will do in the next sprint one. We will decide 1 or 2 improvement to apply in the next sprint, and at the end close the retrospective. We will close the retrospective, thanks everyone, and then everyone can move to their work. These are the 5 ceremony. Once again I will review all these ceremonies. First one is sprint planning meeting. What happened in sprint planning meeting? Team will come and prepare the sprint goal, sprint backlog. They will take the prioritize user story as high value, high risk, and give the story point. And what is the story point? Story point is effort required to complete the user story. Team will give the story point and taken the user story from there, and team says they will do the 15th story point in first sprint. Basically, team is preparing the estimation. They are giving us the estimate how much user story they will complete in the sprint, and then we will submit to the client or product owner. If they will approve, then we will start the sprint. Sprint is generally 1 to 4 week, but normally we are using 2 weeks. In 1 week we cannot do anything, and 4 week is very long. In the IT sector they are using sprint for 2 weeks. And then we will do the daily stand up, and Scrum Master and team will attend the daily stand up. If product owner want to come, he will get approval from them, and then he will attend the daily stand up. What happened in daily stand up? Scrum Master will ask 3 questions in the daily stand up. What we have did yesterday, what we are going to do today, is there any impediment, roadblock, problem, issues are there? They will try to get the solve that issue. If some team member having a problem, then they will discuss that problem in the follow-up meeting after the daily stand-up. And this is normally done in the co-location areas. We call warm room. Also display there the information radiator, burn up chart, burn down chart, task board, or other one is a Kanban board. And then we will do a sprint review. What happened in sprint review? Team will check the completed user story according to their definition of done, and then client will come and check that completed user story according to their own acceptance criteria. Basically both are same things. The definition of done is internal, acceptance criteria is external, or we can call definition of done is control quality, and acceptance criteria is more of validate scope. If client accept the user story, that will go to the sprint, that will go to the product increment, and later on it will go to the release planning. If client reject the user story, that user story will go to the product backlog. If some user stories are not completed, that will also go back to the product backlog, because in Scrum there is always a 100% work. 99 or 98% work is nothing. Only 100% work is there in the Scrum. And if product owner or client will add a new user story or new requirement, they can add at this stage. This is the ideal stage to add a new requirement, and then product owner will reprioritize that product backlog. And this reprioritization we are also calling the grooming of the product backlog or refinement of the product backlog. And then we will do, team and Scrum Master will do the sprint retrospective. If product owner wants to attend, he will get approval from them, and then he will attend the sprint retrospective. Sprint retrospective have 5 stages: set the stage, gather data, generate insight, decide what to do, and close the retrospective. These all about 5 ceremonies of Scrum. I have more than 25 years of experience in project management. That's why I want to become a certified trainer. Now I am a project management consultant, and I am delivering the lecture to PMP aspirant. If you want to become a certified PMP within 1 month, then you have to join my anyone program. I have two programs, and first one is one-on-one session, and one-on-one session should be customized according to your requirement. This is the great beauty of one-on-one session, and the fee for one-on-one session is very less comparatively. And I have other session is batch session, and this batch session will start 13 of January, 13, 14 and 15, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and next again Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 20, 21 and 22 of the January. Batch session is consisting of 6 days, and the timing for batch session is at evening 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. If you want to become a certified PMP within 1 month, so you can join my anyone program as suits you. So see you there. Bye bye and take care.